Best rugby league away games we've been to. So no Shark Park, no Oka Jubilee / Wollongong.
Yeah.
What do you got? Number one.
Number one, easy pick for me. The best stadium in Sydney, Allianz Stadium. Home of the Roosters, pre and post renovation. But post renovation, it's an immaculate ground. It's great to watch footy at, close to the city, close to public transport. It's top of the pops for me.
Okay, interesting. Amy Stadium, Melbourne.
Okay.
Easy to get to in Richmond. Heaps good food and drink options. Really good stadium to watch from. Fans are pretty good. There's not that many pork chops. There's not as much, AFL chatter as there was in the early days. They're a pretty learned crowd. And you're in Melbourne for a weekend. Why not? So it's always larger than you expect. Melbourne.
Number two for me, I'm going the complete opposite end of the scale to what I went with my first pick. I'm going with Shark Park. It's because I'm a Dragons fan and I'm going there for a local derby. It's always packed. There's always rednecks on the hill.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
It's
one,
close to Northies. It used to be close to Fusions before its untimely demise.
Yeah.
It's an awful ground, don't get me wrong, but the atmosphere and the surroundings, I'm a big fan.
Were you ever a 2230 man?
I think I went once before Fusions when I was 18. I was like, no, I'm not going here again.
Yeah, right. Number two for me, this one may need a little bit of a check. Mudgee.
Yeah, Glen Willow Stadium.
Yeah. So I went there in 2017, 2018 for, I think it was 2018, for City Country, and it was awesome. Such a fun town. Everyone gets around it. The stadium only holds 8,000 people, and it was wicked.
So the same as Shark Park.
Same as Shark Park, really, but it's not permanently under construction. Mudgee, Glen Willow Stadium. Thank you.
Number three for me, another not so great ground, but iconic, Leichhardt Oval.
Yeah.
It's, Sunday Arvo, going to watch the footy there. It's really hard to top. It could do with a little bit of work. So Chris Minns, if you want to cough up some money. But yeah, it's an iconic ground.
What about when it's 75th minutes, the toilets are leaking onto the hill? Are you still loving the grounds then?
Not really, but it is what it is. It's part of the experience.
Yeah.
It's character building going to Leichhardt Oval.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. For me, Suncorp Stadium. You've been there for Origin.
I have been.
I've only been there just for a normal, it was a Friday night game. No, Thursday night, because it was the Broncos they were playing. And it was amazing. Suncorp's one of the best, probably, stadium in Australia, I think, to watch footy at. Awesome crowd. Pubs all around it. It's decent food. It's easy to get to. And also, it's an away game in a different city, so it could always play up a bit.
Number four for me, sticking with the West Balmain Magpie Tigers theme, I'm going with Campbelltown Stadium. I think I think it's an underrated venue to watch rugby league at.
You have never been to Campbelltown Stadium because you would never say that.
I have. I've been to Campbelltown Stadium. I reckon it's underrated. It's close to a train station as well, so that's one plus. And it holds a fond place in my heart. I went to see Pennzoil Star SL A grade win a premiership there. So it's an underrated ground, and in terms of ones I've been to, I put it ahead of a couple of others.
That sucks. It's got the Leagues Club, I'll give you that, but it is -2 without wind chill every single day there. Nah, no good. Central Coast Stadium. Can't remember what it used to be called. I was going to call it. Is it still called Blue Tongue?
No, it's just called Central Coast Stadium now.
I was I'm pretty sure that was early 2000s. I love it. Good day trip, not too far away. Doesn't have everything like all the other stadiums I've mentioned have. The pubs and everything around it aren't great. It's on the side of a highway, but it's a beautiful stadium, and it's just that little bit far away that I really like.
My final pick, I wish I could pick Brookvale Oval, but I actually haven't been there for a game of NRL.
It sucks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to slot in my 5 Accor Stadium. When there's a crowd there, it's great. Doesn't happen very often.
Yep.
Usually only for State of Origins or big games or Roosters versus Rabbitohs, but I've been to some big games there when the Dragons have been playing over the years. 2010 prelim final against the Tigers was a great atmosphere, so I'll sneak that into my 5.
Okay. If I could give an honourable mention, Steel City Marathon, Energy Australia Stadium, whatever it's bloody called now. But I've only ever been there when the Sharks got pumped once, so I'll take that away. For me, 5th, Penrith Stadium.
Oof, really?
Yeah, because the crowd berate you. They're so into it. They're great. Some people think it's a bit too feral. I love it. It's not particularly easy to get to, I don't think.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. The Sharks always lose out there, but I love it. I reckon the crowd's awesome and they make it.
I'm really baffled. No Cogra in your top 5. That's madness.
Super, and that's the thing, which shows what a hypocrite I am. Super easy to get to. Pubs around. Pretty close to my place.
Yeah, and it's a miles better ground than Shark Park.
Yeah, so no, not for me.
Fair enough.
That's our top 5. What's yours? Don't tell me it's Brookvale.